Are your guardrails, policies and guidelines around AI up to date, or are they out of date? Well, they might be out of date because AI might have changed. Let me tell you the story of Jake Moffat. He's a Canadian, and 3 years ago he unfortunately had a family member die in Toronto, and so he went to a funeral, and he flew Air Canada, and Air Canada has a bereavement policy. So they will have a discounted ticket if you're flying for bereavement purposes. So Jake Moffat went to the Air Canada website before he booked his ticket and to look up the bereavement policy, just to make sure it was available and that he would qualify for it. And sure enough, a little AI chatbot popped up. He asked the question and he said, yep, all you need to do is take your flight, but keep your ticket or your boarding pass. And then when you get back, just send that to our customer service team and we will apply the refund or the discount. But when he got back and he did that, Air Canada rejected his request. And they said, according to the policy on our website, you have to apply for it before you book the flight, and then you'll get the discount when you come back. Now, he said that's not true. The chatbot told me something different. And luckily for him, he'd actually taken screenshots of the chatbot's response. So he'd had that as proof, which luckily for him, he needed that. And Air Canada refused to pay. It went to mediation and eventually he got his discount. Now, if you're thinking about it from a customer experience viewpoint, Air Canada should have just given him the discount anyway, right? $150 or so, rather than it blowing up into major newspaper headlines around the world. But the point I'm making is that AI chatbot on the Air Canada website was acting independently. It had been programmed and it was working on his data that had been given. But when he gave Jake Moffat that advice, there wasn't a human overseeing that and reviewing it before giving that advice. So this is AI that's operating independently and autonomously. And the reason this is particularly relevant now is it's not only these chatbots that are designed by Air Canada IT teams. It's not only these AI systems that are bought in and integrated by IT and then become part of the infrastructure. This kind of autonomous AI that can act independently of people is becoming common now. In fact, it's already available in many of the AI tools like ChatGPT or Copilot or Perplexity. It's called AI agents or agentic AI. So if you've heard the term, it's a big hot buzzword at the moment. It's about AI that can do things on your behalf, which is different from what we've had until now with these tools like ChatGPT and Copilot, where AI can respond to your requests and your queries, but it doesn't actually do anything. Now, AI agents can go out into the world and do things on your behalf. And it means that anybody can create an AI agent or can choose from a list of AI agents that other people have created. And both of those situations create new opportunities, but also create new risks and potential problems for you and your business and your organization. Because you can imagine somebody creating an AI agent which will respond to a customer, like this Air Canada one did. Or you can imagine someone using an AI agent to book a business trip and hear my credit card details, and he would go ahead and make some bookings, which it can do. Or you can imagine an AI agent that would do something with employees, like review some employee records and then automatically send out WhatsApp messages or Slack messages or email to certain employees without a human looking at that. Okay, and you can imagine the disasters that could create. So it might be very efficient and might let people do their work faster, but if their work causes major problems like reputational risk or damage and breaks laws, then you can't blame the AI. It's part of your governance and your guardrails and your guidelines that you use and education for your people. So, are your governance guardrails to do with AI up to date? Because if they're not, you're opening yourself up to risk. And AI agents are just one of the things that's changing the AI world now, which will have an impact and will influence the policies, guardrails, and guidelines that you use for your team and your organization around AI. It's just because AI is moving so fast. Because of that, I'm running an online presentation soon. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. It's especially for leaders who are wondering what's changed in AI and what you might need to do differently when you're rethinking your policies and your education and the way that you let people in your team use AI. It is open to everybody. You'll find the link to register here. So please come along. I'm sure you'll get value from it. And please share this with other leaders and managers in your team as well. I'll see you in the future.